Okay. So, vampire conspiracy. Awesome. And you know, these are vampires, not the fucking lame-ass gay dudes. You know who I'm talking about. These are vampires. Chopping shit up, drinking blood, being covered from top to bottom in it. Running around naked. To irritate whoever they fight. But didn't she look older, like when I was fighting her, than in the first scene? Like, was she shape-shifting something? I don't know. I got the feeling, at least, that it was something like that.
Ow! What a brute!
Okay, why is everybody moving that direction? Okay, so I've been playing this expansion pack for a couple of hours now, and one thing that is abundantly clear to me is that this is an awesome expansion pack. It's really, really great. The world looks really nice. See, that's Anno Londo up there. Totally Anno Londo. The quests are really interesting. You get here to Touissant and immediately you fight a giant. Everything here is like fairy tale medieval setting, but then you get thrown like this really violent vampire thing.
Alright, you scamps. Story's done. Go find your parents.
But the hammering. What about the story of Rittik and the dragon?
If you're not sure whether it's worth to buy this expansion pack or not, go ahead and buy it.
This is Geralt of
It's
Rivia,
really good.
the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Richard, is it true virtue always trumps beauty?
Yeah!
Not always. Could go either way. Sometimes virtue wins, sometimes villainy gets the upper hand. Still worth being good.
But why? If it doesn't mean you'll win.
Damn!
Armor and story. Think back. A decent man attracts other good folk, makes friends he can count on. A rogue? Well, you can only count on other rogues. And who would you rather have for a friend?
A man of virtue?
I must agree. Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents.
This shit is so well written. It's really great.
Her Enlightened Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Is it the Viper versus the with the mountain? Sounds like it. Looks like it. This looks like King's Landing, actually.
Who's fighting?
The pier in King's Landing.
Close, but not quite. As you will soon see.
Someone's gonna fight a Shalmar? Give him some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
From the Emperor? Should have been Emperor in near. Should have killed him.
This is dangerous. Bells on its tail aren't enough.
I saw a spectacle of the sort at the arena in Nunez. But there, a knight defeated a Shelmar with bells on its tail.
Might have gotten lucky. Shalmar might have been lame. Who knows? Only a Witcher has a real chance against a healthy Shalmar. And that's not even every Witcher.
Yeah, just me.
Besides which, releasing a monster that dangerous in front of a crowd, plain irresponsible. Who's going to fight the beast?
Guillaume, the young man you met.
Yeah. Mentioned he'd promised his heart's captor a monster trophy.
Great love demands great sacrifices.
I want to see him lose.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Moron.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
Look at the fucking princesses here. Remember the princesses from,
The
like,
fight shall have to end.
Skellige?
We must wait.
What the hell? I'm sure it's one ugly bastard, but why? Also not okay. This is not fair.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah. Geralt's gonna have to jump down there. Ha! The bells are loose. Oh, I don't want to fight that. Didn't you watch Game of Thrones? Don't turn away. Jackass. Moron. That's a nice sword. I want that sword. Let me go down there. Yeah. Give me the sword. Everyone has a sword like that here. Man. If you follow the sword... Ah, fuck that. I'm still on... Igloo. Yeah. Wait. Ouch. That was wrong fucking timing. Whoa! You fight like a fucking golem. Oh, this game is not made for quick fights like this. Holy shit, that thing is strong. But also, I just... I have to do this. Don't do this, man. Don't do this. Can you stop rolling, please? It's so difficult to hit it because you can only hit it from, like, the front. Everything else hurts your windshield. Damn it! I don't know what to do. Oh my god! I just don't know what to do with them. I suck at fighting this thing. Wow, this thing is strong. And kind of violent. Aww. That's stuck again. That's like the third. Stupid. Man, I haven't done anything to this fucking thing. Haven't heard it the least bit. Shit, this thing is so fast. You've got the shell up. Man, and it always hits me like 3 times whenever I'm... Yeah, I'm a paladin. This fucking thing is hard. But also this other dude, he's not doing anything. What the fuck is wrong with him? Now it's gonna roll again. Is it? No. Now it's... I don't know how to engage. And that knight is just gonna die. Me as well, by the way. Fucking hell! What am I supposed to do here? I can't fucking hit that thing! I have no idea how to fight this thing. None whatsoever. What am I supposed to do here? This... Seriously, this is kind of annoying. Yeah, and now it's gonna kill me. Need to get it to like roll into, yeah. Oh, I'm so stupid. I saw that in the fucking entry scene. Give it a whirl, you fucker. I'm just really unhappy. I just let my friend here die. What? What? Really? What is that thing doing? Shit. Come here. Come on. I'm ready. Yeah, that's wrong. Fucking thing. Okay, that thing is really stupid. And I almost let myself be killed by it. I mean, honestly, this thing is not hard. What the hell is wrong with me? Well, I just didn't know how to fight it. That's the problem. Shit.
The Shelma lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade. Behold, as the last gasps of life seep from the beast.
You assholes, you just lost a knight.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed!
Yeah, why not? It's her anyway.
It suffered enough.
Yeah.
The monster lies slain! The fight is done! Praised be the victors!
What victors? There's one. There's one. I beat this fucker. Nobody else.
Forgive me. I am not as nimble as in my younger years.
You fought bravely. Thanks for your help. Guillaume.
The lad came damned close to dying.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Vivian is gonna wanna fuck me. Not you.
Speech clearly pains you. She approaches.
The blonde chick, right?
Geralt. We must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Are you kidding me?
Your Grace. Shelmars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full plate armor.
Nonsense. In Touissant, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial. True. Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
What about the crowd? Say the Shaelmar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena, we would remind you your services have been retained, and as shall soon become clear, you will be generously compensated for completing another task altogether.
You guys are assholes.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find him.
These dudes here in Touissant, they are totally living in a fantasy world. Everything is like shine and stuff like that, but it's clearly they have something wrong with their head. That thing bumped into the stage so often it could have broken it down and everybody would fall in there and everybody would die.
Have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Who is that?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no.
Oh, right.
Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him.
Death sentence?
If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered. Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace, Witcher.
Greetings. Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsman handling the last victim's body...
I know already. The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
Nope.
No. A Bruxa, a kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt insinuates nothing of the sort. We must listen to him attentively.
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir de la Tour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Asshole.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
Not always. Whatever
Not
that
quite,
means.
Your Grace. Law of surprise, it's something we invoke at times, but rarely. Usually we just take gold.
Disappointing. This law sounds rather romantic. On the other hand, on returning to the palace, we would likely find impatient petitioners or a set of sample fabrics for a new dress. Poor rewards, both. I fear you'd not have much use for any of the surprises we are likely to come upon. Thus, we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and the sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. Corvo Bianco. Isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a Witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information.
Ooh, that's my stomach.
How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the
This
wine
Touissant
merchants.
here is
He was
really
ruthless,
a lot
ambitious,
like Game of
thought
Thrones.
to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. He could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later, on his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck. He
Gruesome.
had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
Yeah, that's
So
what I
he
saw.
died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut-purses.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me, an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in the gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times knights face new challenges, enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Halmarin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinch.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Touissant. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say,
Exactly.
none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
Yeah.
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if the
Knights of Touissant swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
5 virtues. Why are they so important to your knights?
Strange question.
Your Grace, forgive me. I'm a foreigner trying to understand another land's customs.
You are forgiven. According to legend, the virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us by the Lady of the Lake. How we truly came to espouse them, none remember. In Touissant, we believe men of low birth should be simple-hearted and obedient. We expect much more, however, of our knights. They are to be soldiers and courtiers, lords and servants. Thus, the need for clear moral guidelines. At the time of his dubbing,
those
the knight
guidelines are
vows to
so clear.
demonstrate throughout his life honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Those guidelines are bullshit. That's fairy tale crap.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit, true, though not perfectly.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the fourth virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunts shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac-Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac-Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but
They were a team?
they were close friends, tightly knit, and as such earned the trust of our father, the Duke. We often witnessed him turn to them with delicate matters. Later,
Definitely
their
revenge
paths
them.
diverged.
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast must know it too. It's a lead, I'm sure. Your Grace, we need to find Milton. Immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner.
No. These guys are stupid.
And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses!
No murder near Anolondo. No. I say no. These guys are really stupid. No, we can't. Yeah. No. The festivities. The hair. It must be done. What the hell? Ah, the dress! This shit is funny.
What the hell? Why, I should... Your Highness,
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled.
Okay, she's awesome. I mean, she's crazy and she's stupid, but she's awesome.
Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
Ah, fucking ladies of the court. Awesome. So yeah, once I can save the game, I will stop the broadcast for now. I will be playing later on. I need a short break, but all I can say is that this expansion pack, Blood and Wine, is really cool. Lots of boss fights, a huge area that looks completely different from what we got in Wild Hunt. And the quests are really interesting, and the main story, awesome. Like conspiracies, and there's a murder streak going on. Yeah. Okay, I can save. I will be able to save soon at least. And the murderer, he just wants to... Can I save or can't I save? Okay, let's ride.
Geralt! Right like the wind! Clear the path! Clear the way, I said!
She's funny. Yeah, but the murderer here in this scenario, he wants to kill knights that are more show.
It's here, just round the corner.
Hurry!
We must go to where the game is.
That are more show and flash
Participants must
than
find a unicorn's
substance.
horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too.
We've no
I
other.
really need to save though. Ah, finally. Which I think is a really cool storyline.